On today's show, we've got part 2 for you. We're going to wrap up the wonderful story from last time. You know, the second date took place. I can't really kiss and tell, but I do have some good stuff for you guys. We have Matty Potts joining us as a surprise. Look at that from the Santa Monica newsroom. He couldn't stay away. You are on screen. He just flicked you all off. That was perfectly done. Thank you, Potts. We can't wait to get to you, but he has to give up the reins to Belly, and he's not happy about it. But Belly is extremely pumped. You have no idea what I'm talking about, but you will in a second. Strap it on! It's Lucdogg in the morning.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Skater D.
Hey, I'm John Charles Meyer, producer of Dave Made a Maze.
Hey, what's up? This is Scott Ladotti, author of Play the Devil, and you are listening to Lucdogg.
Lucdogg. Lucdogg.
This is Andy fucking Cruz from SiriusXM 415, and you're listening to Lucdogg in the morning.
#1 podcast in the world. Yeah, boy.
Welcome back, folks! Time for the show! Brax is in stew, Belly is with me, Potts is ready to go, and you are drinking coffee in the social media lounge. Giddy up! So welcome to the show, my wonderful friends. Look at that G-Spot t-shirt I got behind me of the Christmas tree gravity bongs. It's fantastic. That's from Braxton Blue. What's up, my man?
How we doing?
Good to have you in stew doing things as per usual. She is the TV producer extraordinaire next to Belly, Matt Lavelle. What's up, Belly?
Feeling good, feeling great. Always fun to be here, so.
Dude,
boom.
you did an awesome job last time without me here. I was very proud of all of you. I've got Matty Potts, my brother from another mother. What's up, dude? You ready?
Greetings and salutations. Nice to be back.
Glad to have you, man. Guys, you don't realize. He was supposed to not be here today. We told you no more Fridays with Matty Potts. And he calls me. Belly gets all set up for what he's going to do in Potts' absence, which is, Belly, go ahead and show us.
Oh, I gotta fix that.
Oh, Potts, this is not a good start.
Not a good start.
Belly, what's going on? Where is it? Oh, no, that's why. You see, that's why. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Potts, that is the last song you play today. Damn it, don't do any more sounds. Because of that reason. That's exactly what we just so you know what we're talking about pre-show. Potts
so
handle
right out of the gate we're a fail.
it's unbelievable. God, Potts goes in the beginning.
Right,
Potts is the sound. Listen. Potts is the sound guy. So Potts is the one usually. Go ahead, Potts. Give one more if you want. This is your last one.
I already closed it.
Good. You're out. Potts does sounds.
Yeah, I'm out.
However, Potts isn't going to be able to do every show anymore, and we've gotten very used to his timing. Potts has an unbelievable, unrivaled timing with these sounds because it's really hard to do. I've tried to do it. I'm awful. I have the worst, kind of eye for, I guess, ear for these sounds, and they really add to the show if you do it right. But if he's not going to be here every show, we started thinking, well, we need our touchdowns.
We need our touchdowns.
Belly, we need all kinds of stuff. What did you do last night?
I just put a soundboard together of a bunch of sound clips. I found the touchdown sound, the one we use.
How did you find it?
I just searched touchdown and I listened to 50 different touchdown sounds before
How
touchdown
happy were
calls.
you when you found it?
Before I found that one, no.
You could have just asked me what app I use.
I was going to ask you, but it was 3 o'clock in the morning when I was doing this.
I think he's also a little bit afraid of the fact of what was probably going to happen, which is as soon as we told Potts said, fuck no, I'm not going to stop doing sounds. And I said, no, right before the show started, 2 minutes before we just pressed play. I said, no, guys, you got to decide who's going to do it, because if you both are thinking you're open for sounds, you're gonna slam into each other every time. And within 3 seconds, that's exactly what just happened. So Potts is reluctant, I would say, to give up his sounds.
He's probably going to be better at the timing than me.
No. He's better than everybody. That's it. He set the bar really high, and now you just have to practice getting to that bar.
Yeah, I got to change some settings on my phone.
Which is going to be interesting. So now,
leave your screen on. You have to leave your screen on 24.
Potts, anything else? I mean, you are the end all be all here. So
it just has to be open, and over time he'll organize his main page to have the ones that you need, your go-tos.
Yeah. Because he's got a couple funny ones. Belly, do you have any funny ones? What was the one you said? Because sometimes I go off about things like, for example, the fifth dimension. And then I can see on Potts' face in the camera, because Potts he's up way earlier. at 6:30 in the morning to do this. Now I understand it. Whenever I see Potts do this, which is like complete yawn, I'm like, oh man, I think I'm losing you guys. And Belly said, whenever I say that, I'm going to play this.
If it loads.
No,
Man.
The thing is, Bob, it's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
That or I'd play this.
So basically, I'm going to get ripped on just completely for the rest of the sounds. That's fine. I like these things. They make our funny bones tickle. Let's get to the show. Today, at some point, we want to talk about childhood games. Belly, that was your idea. That was a great one.
Mm-hmm. That was from because that movie Tag came out, and the guys who played Tag, a game of Tag for 30 years.
Like adult
It looks
Tag.
so stupid.
Yeah, I'm sure it's stupid, but it's probably funny as well.
Potts, did you ever, like, well, do we want to, yeah, we can start there. Did you ever play any of those types of games? You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, yeah, I played Tag, Duck, Duck, Goose.
No,
you know,
no.
like
Let's go
all
here. What about games in the dark? Did you ever like, I remember the dark game.
Marco Polo is kind of, I guess your eyes are closed.
But I want to get a little deeper. Let's
Were there
tease
games
this.
you like made up because of like the surroundings you had?
Like everybody had a basement that didn't have any windows that you could make completely pitch black. We definitely called it the dark game, where one guy was he had to walk around, and actually we would give him a pillow and he would have to smack you with the pillow. So you got a guy walking around in the dark just whipping the pillow around trying to hit people, and you're trying to dodge him.
So yeah, we played a game similar to that. Ours was called Murder in the Dark.
So we're going to do that in the third segment. I'd like to do that in the third segment if we can. Or maybe even the second. That's possible.
It's coming.
But let's have the social media lounge, and good morning, welcome to the show. All of you, I want you to start thinking about childhood games you used to do. God, I'll never forget the game that was literally just called Concussion.
What?
We called it Concussion.
So far we have Murder and Concussion. This is off to a good start.
Yeah, we were good kids. So what's up, you guys? It's good to have you here. Social media lounge is active. What are we serving today, Belly?
Coffee. You said coffee. Not McDonald's coffee, though, because that's garbage coffee.
Okay, he said that yesterday, and I have to disagree. I feel like that's like the best coffee that you could get.
No.
What?
Oh, I love McDonald's coffee.
It's terrible. It's trash. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
mud water. It's toilet water.
Yeah. No. That's everything. McDonald's is garbage.
Dude,
Sorry.
McDonald's coffee is bomb.
I mean, that's like, I feel like, I hate when people say it's like crack, but I feel like it has crack in it because like one cup of it and I'm just lit. Whereas if I go to Starbucks,
McDonald's coffee's lit, man.
hey, it's you stupid LA kids got me all talking differently now. I've been around you. You know what Potts says a lot is baby. I've noticed that. Hey, listen, it's LA, baby.
It is? Do I say that?
You say baby, and Potts we also figured out is a left sitter.
Yeah, I know. Like Luch totally called me out on something I didn't realize. I forgot we did that. And I guess I sit on the left side of people, which I never realized.
Belly,
It's
if
so
you go to
weird.
sit at a bar with a friend, do you prefer a side?
No.
You don't care. You're ambi-side?
I'm ambi-side.
You're an
I'll tell you,
ambi-sitter?
I would answer that question no as well until he pointed it out. I had no idea.
Well, it was funny because he literally, like, you could see there were two seats left. Like, we were at the end of the bar. So the seat on the left was the end of the bar, and then the seat on the right was the second to the end of the bar. And I noticed when we went to, this was the first bar we went to pregame, he immediately went for that end seat. And I was
But what's weird is that seat was that I picked was the one seat that was next to someone else, and I would immediately think I would not want that seat. Like,
no.
That's
Now you're talking about the second bar. That's what made me realize it.
Oh yeah.
The first bar you chose the very end. Belly, you've got a question here?
Well, I was going to ask if there was someone sitting next to him and next to that seat.
In the second bar. But remember, in the first one, he just chose the end seat, which was going to then have another open seat on the right for me, and then the rest of the bar. So that was
which
fine.
makes sense
that
for
makes
me.
sense. Yeah, that makes total sense. But then we got to the second bar, and there was like a guy, and then it was like three seats. So he could have easily picked the middle seat and had no one to sit next to. But he like went for the middle seat and then obviously diverted to the left seat, which was next to somebody. And it made me realize.
So the reason I didn't pick the middle seat, and Belly can appreciate this, is because we were right going into the service bar area. And so I was trying to stay out of the service bar.
Stay out of the service bar area.
Yeah.
I don't even
Stay
know
as
what that
far
means.
away.
What does it mean?
If you see them
We were
building
right on
drinks
the edge of
somewhere,
that.
like if you see the servers coming up to the bar to a certain spot, Stay the hell away.
You mean like
from
where
that
all those
spot.
middle taps are, and like there's a bunch of rubber. I noticed there was a bunch of rubber things, and I was like, why are they here?
That's why.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stay away from the service bar.
Why?
Because that's space for the servers to come pick up their drinks. If they can't come pick up their drinks and you're in their way.
That's probably why she had no part of me from the beginning and made fun of me for asking to open a tab, because I literally put my elbows on the service bar.
Right. Oh my God, we go to this bar and she's like, hey, and he goes, and he hands out his credit card and says, hi, I'd like to open a tab. And she just makes this look of shock and she's like, do you want to order first? And he was so rookie. It was like the first time he had ever been out in public ever. And she was straight up making fun of him from the jump. It was fucking hilarious. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
is this the smoking hot bartender?
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah, she was smoking hot.
So Potts, I told this story already on the air, and we wanted to kind of get your perspective today because everybody was kind of. Well, first of all, do you want to just speak to what it was like to have me ask if we could push the show back an hour?
Yeah, the first thing he says, he's like, and I was waiting because I was like, I don't think he realizes like what time we're going to be doing the show. And I don't know if I brought it up first, but I'm like, are we going to do it? He's like, well, I mean, how do you feel about pushing it back an hour? And I was like, oh my God, you pussy. This is week 1. You're already changing the time of the show, which I mean, I saw it coming. I didn't think it would be possible for him to do the show at the normal time. I mean, he's obviously on East Coast time. I get it. We went out the night before.
At 9 o'clock, which is midnight.
That.
9 o'clock is midnight to me. And like he's like, yeah, we'll go out at 9. And like they didn't even show up until what, 10:30?
Yeah, and these girls are like coming from work.
They're coming from work. It's 1:30 in the morning to me as we're starting. And you know what's funny? As I lasted so much longer than Potts. His alcohol tolerance, Belly. It's sad these days.
Yeah, I was slamming drinks and I was tired. I mean, dude, I don't stay up late, really. I mean, except when I'm working.
Yeah, except when you're working.
What would you? Let's see. What would you think Potts' tolerance before he starts getting to the point where he's gonna have that look that he's gonna go soon? How many drinks?
I mean, I had a nice amount of drinks, a-hole.
3.5.
3.5? Okay, I'll say in 2 hours if he has. 4.
What's it per hour?
I'd give it 4. 2 per hour for 2 hours. He's done.
No, okay. I had 2 shots before I even got in the lift. I had
did
2
you?
shots.
You pregame the pregame?
I told you I had 2 shots at home, and then I had 2 shots at the first bar and 2 drinks. And then I don't remember what we had at the second bar.
Okay, timeout. I didn't know.
You forgot that there was two other bars or
Belly,
one
I didn't know he
pre-game.
pregamed the pregame. If you pregamed the pregame, no, then you drank. You went at it hard and fast too, because you're right. He was ordering shots and vodka sodas.
I sucked drinks down.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But we did go out a second time. Went to a museum. Oh boy. So I just figured I'd
not you and Potts.
No, that was the only night I saw Potts all week.
Let's be clear. You did not go to a museum.
Can I tell you how quickly he sold? He was like, later, loser. He's like, so did he tell you the part? Because so first off, the live stream or the chat, the social media lounge is awesome because I couldn't be on the show Wednesday. I did get in early for work, but as I was getting ready for work, I remembered I could listen to the show. And so I turned on the live stream and Raven was in bed and she was completely like zoned hearing the show. I mean, she was totally involved. She was like yelling at my phone, laughing.
Now Raven is his baby mama, his girlfriend, and we're very, I mean, we adore her, but she's the one who set up this date in the first place. And just so you guys know, in case Date is listening, I'm not going to kiss and tell. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'll keep it general. I will give you funny stories, but yeah, I'm not going to kiss and tell.
So she was, first off, she starts yelling at the phone when he says that you said, do you guys want to continue dating? And she was like, what the hell is he talking about? I didn't say that. But that goes into what you guys were saying about how it was really loud and it was hard to hear. So that was a perfect example of that. So then of course I have to get in social media lounge and like correct him so she doesn't freak. And then, so I'm listening to it and the stories were funny, but I don't know if you told the part where like literally in the bar before we went to meet the girls, he was doing like I made him do like a fashion show. And I was like, ask the hot bartender, I'm like, can you tell me what you think of his outfit? Because he looked good. But I couldn't, I
appreciate you saying he was looking good because apparently the rest of the bar from this, what it sounds
disagreed.
like, wanted to throw him out and put out a new one.
So what happened was because I was pre-gaming the pregame, I started to get a little bit of a buzz. And then before we went to meet the girls, I said, dude, where did you get that shirt? Like, it looks like it came right out of the bag. And he's like, well, I mean, it did come out of the bag, but I ironed it, and I was just like, oh my God. And he's wearing this button-down shirt, which, like, for me, like, I'll wear one, but it has to be, like, fitted, you know? Like, it has to be otherwise it just looks really boxy. And he's wearing a white undershirt under it. And I'm like, dude, we're in Southern California. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And so I go, stand up. And the bartender is looking at him. And then the people that are sitting in the bar, they're like, then they get involved. So now it's a group effort to get Luch up to par before this date. And so... And they actually did a good job. So they pinch roll his jeans because he's wearing these really nice brown shoes. He's wearing these really nice jeans. I mean, half of his outfit was fine.
You got out of the lift and your comment was, damn, you look good. I'm underdressed.
Well, allow me to retort.
I would say that we got a little bit of this information last show. When Luch told us that he was wearing a white T-shirt underneath with not a V T-shirt.
Right.
And not only that T-shirt not come home with him that night, winky face.
It ended up in the trash can. Yeah. So we already did this whole thing.
What should I do? I go in the bathroom and throw it away.
But as soon as he told us that story, as soon as he told us that he was wearing a white T-shirt, we all right away just basically were like, what? No.
Nobody agreed with the white undershirt, which that's fine. You know, you guys aren't used to my style. Okay, it's funny because we did go out a second time, and man, it was cool. We went to a museum and we saw like a whole bunch of things that I never would have seen on my own. Like I would never choose to go to a museum. But she did say to me, just to wrap up this point, she did say to me, yeah, because I asked her the second date, I said, hey, what are we thinking about these jeans? Give me the honest. Do you like these cuffs? Do you actually like them cuffed up like this? And she's like, yeah, I love a California cuff. Like she was, so okay, that makes sense. But she did say, except those aren't the right jeans to do them with. Like those need to be.
Oh, I thought it looked good.
Those need to be tailored. They're too long. They're clearly too long. Like they're not. These jeans are not my size. I'm doing the best because this company sponsors us. They gave us a free pair of jeans to wear and to review, and they're just too long for me.
Well, so he decides those are the jeans he's going to bring to a vacation trip.
They're the best looking jeans I have.
I thought they did look good.
I'm sure they look good.
Belly, my jeans that I wear are not acceptable in Los Angeles. They're very baggy. They're very baggy. Brax, that's not going to work.
Oh, that's not going to work.
You got to get off the bag train. This is not 1992 anymore.
Yeah. That's not cool.
Like you pull out, you still have Jinko jeans too, is what you're about to tell me?
My corduroys with the yellow lining, you know?
Well, dude, I had to tell him not to wear shorts on the second date. I'm like, dude, don't wear shorts. It's too casual. Like, what are you doing? You know, we went through what his outfit was going to be.
Wait a minute.
What kind of shorts?
Wait a minute. Let's just back that up. Belly, you're going on a second date. You're going to walk around DTLA, which is I found out.
As long as they're not cargo shorts, it's fine.
That's fine.
No,
right?
Don't tell me you're wearing cargo shorts still.
Museum in shorts, like you're going to look like a fucking tourist.
Why do you say museum? It's not like ma'am, M-A-A-M. Can you say that word again?
God, you're not the first one to make fun. I have no idea how else to say it. Museum. How do you say it?
Do it again.
Museum.
What's the matter with you? Belly, give me one.
Museum.
Yeah, it's museum. Can you say Ian? Say Ian, like a guy's name.
I'm not saying it like that.
It's all right. I put an L in my both.
What?
I say both.
You do say both. I
say both.
Yeah, you do. Brax, do you have any weird ones?
Out on that before.
What, like both or tough?
No,
he puts an L like both.
I say both.
Oh, I know a lot of people say milk instead of milk.
Oh, that's a good one. M-E-L-K.
Milk.
Bagel and bagel. I know. People
Who
say
says bagel?
Bagel. You've heard that.
Bagel.
Yeah. I sat next to a girl on the plane on the way out. Oh, on the way back also. 4 for 4 from sitting next to a hot chick. Now, she was the wife of a husband who was sitting next to her on the window seat. But that still counts. It's all about, right, Potts? You're saying it's all about comfort of who you're sitting next to.
Right. Like, you're not going to sleep with the chick. You just want to not have some gross pig you're sitting next to.
Yeah.
Or baby.
But the New Zealand, the girl from New Zealand, or baby, God, no kidding, dude. The girl from New Zealand, I was really working on my New Zealand imitations because everything's very hard E. Everything. It's not everything, it's everything.
That's New Zealand?
That's New Zealand. Yeah, think about like that. Who's the actor that speaks like that? I think he's in the movie, like that Chappie movie. He's red hair. He's really funny.
All right, no, I'm not gonna get that.
New Zealand actor. I feel like there's only like one with that accent that you're thinking of. You know who I'm thinking of?
I've heard one person exactly say like everything.
Everything. peen instead of a pen.
We're all about people's pronunciations today.
Peninsals.
So anyway.
So wait,
where am I now?
So anyway, I think I was talking to Raven, and I think next time you're in town, let's plan on, we're gonna do we want to take you shopping and do like an LA makeover.
Yes.
And I mean that could be cool, and we'll get you some key pieces. You just need like a pair of jeans, maybe a decent pair of nice going out shorts, and then a couple of accessories like shirts or whatever that you can mix and match and make multiple outfits. That's all.
Yes,
I would say yes to that, but we could do that as a double date because lady already asked if she could do that with me.
She did. Oh my god.
She's already dressing him.
Well then, as long as someone's taking care of this.
She said she was so sweet. She was like, no, you look great. I mean, you might have to adapt to a couple new things that you might not have known. But
tell me, do you still wear cargo shorts?
No. Okay, so just to clarify,
we off the cargo shorts train.
No. I want to stay on the shorts because here's the question: the date that we're planning out in the middle of August, end of August, in Los Angeles, it's hot. We're talking about parking somewhere and then walking around downtown all day, going to a museum, hitting a
So you've got straight shorts.
I wanted to wear just straight khaki shorts with no cargos.
No cargos.
No, I'm sorry. No, I don't.
Do you all wear pants out there all the time?
Yeah.
No, it's not necessarily that. It's that they're going to an exhibit. You don't want to look like a freaking tourist.
He's not wearing you wearing a t-shirt?
I was wearing a t-shirt. Thank you very much. But that's regardless.
Right. So you can wear a button down with a straight short.
I don't know, man.
No.
I just do not like that look at all. I think it's like
Braxton, no shorts?
No.
Guys, social media.
No shorts. Nothing with.
I've never seen you wear anything but
symbols.
shorts, Brax. What the hell are you talking about? In fact, most of the things I ever see you wear aren't even made of a material.
I'm not going on a date in Los Angeles with a chick I've never met before. I'm coming to chill with you guys and chop down Christmas trees and make a radio.
Yeah, comfort. I'm wearing basketball shorts right now.
The key is to try without look like you're trying. That's all. And like the first night, it looked like you might be trying a little bit too hard because you want to keep, again, you're in Southern California, you want to keep it cash, but style, like casual. But
it's funny,
style.
man. Like you guys were, so many people were into what I was wearing. Like the next day, his business partner is asking him what I'm wearing and then vetoing my shorts.
Yeah, we all agree.
So apparently shorts are out, folks. Don't wear shorts.
But if you're walking around, guys, it's hot. I'm wearing a t-shirt. If I'm going jeans now, I'm definitely going with a nice t-shirt because I want to go with I want to look chill. I want to look fairly
fit.
Yeah, and casual.
I was just picturing him walking around downtown with shorts and his fucking ramen noodle shirt and some hat and I'm just trying to keep this momentum going with.
But
so when did we lose shorts? What happened?
I got jeans on. I wear the jeans, but now aren't you worried about being way too hot, dude? Like pit stains, all kinds of stuff.
Stop talking about beauty is pain, you fuck. You went to an exhibit, then you went to a hotel rooftop bar. You're going to be seen. You don't want to be wearing fucking shorts all day. Who cares about being hot? Sack the fuck up.
And you're gonna need shorts at night, or you're gonna need pants at night for sure.
Yeah, it does. Once it gets cold,
and then it went into night, so then you don't want to be stuck looking like some fucking douchebag on an all-day date, which you're lucky enough that it lasted that long.
Now, if they were dating in Florida, could they wear shorts?
Wait a minute. Now hold on, because after the first date went well, I got a text from Potts that says, wait a minute, why do we always make fun of you for being terrible with women when you clearly know what you're doing? So where is this new attitude coming from?
And while we were talking, I don't know, before his date or whatever, he said something that sounded so devious. I was talking, we were just kind of rapping about how it's going to work. And he's like, and I was like, yeah, this is great. He's like, it's all going according to plan. And I was like, what? And I was like, this motherfucker.
Potts? Okay. To be honest, to peel back the curtain, and let's just pray that she's not listening. We got to
That's amazing.
Okay, here's the truth. I told Potts that I only kissed her on the cheek, and he freaked out and thought that was going to send a friend zone message. And I was like,
I wasn't trying to give all the
he was
details,
worried that I didn't make my presence known the right way. And I said, Potts, it's all going according to plan. Just settle down. Just settle down. And then he was like, it was funny because he was like, okay, dude, I was just trying to help out. Like, you could tell he didn't believe me. And then the second date comes in. He's like, are you guys still on a date? I was like, yeah, we're hanging out. I told you it was going well. He's like, Jesus. Okay, why are we making fun of you for not knowing what we're doing? And then we get on the air, and it's shorts are an asshole. Belly, I still think you can look good in shorts. I saw people walking around in shorts.
I think you can look good in shorts.
However, if I'm going to be walking around, I don't want to be wearing these heavy-ass jeans all cuffed up. We went to this museum, and I made a faux pas. First of all, I don't go to museums very often.
I've never been to a museum before.
When's the last time you've been to a museum? A museum?
Oh no, I mean it's.
You live next to DC. How have you not been? There's a million.
It's been a while for me, but I mean I've tend to go to a museum here or there from time to time.
Brax, when's the last time you've been to a museum?
Like last month, I went to Renwick Gallery. They had the Burning Man exhibit. It was sick, and I took a lot of cool photos.
Nice.
So
how many in the group thought Brax was going to be the latest museum runner?
It was you. You were just at a museum.
But I was taken. I didn't choose it. Potts, last museum?
I don't even know. Shame on me. But yeah, I haven't even been to like LACMA here, or, like the tar pits or anything. So
well, it was pretty cool. So didn't he just say you guys are next to DC? How have you not been to stuff?
Yeah.
But you haven't been
you
to the
live
stuff that's next to
across
you?
the street from LACMA?
I live across and from the tar pits, honestly. Yeah, like literally. Yeah.
So I am a museum noob, if you will. And it's all of these, like, you know, all the walls are white. There's a person in every room making sure that nobody's getting too close to the stuff. And there are some, I'm sure, like, unwritten rules in these museums that I don't really know. But I'm trying to just follow everybody. So I got Brax on that one. So we're just trying to follow everybody's, like, what they're doing, their protocol. Yeah. But I also get like tired of standing for a while, so I just walk over to one, and all of the descriptions of each.
What's the exhibit? What was the exhibit?
Well, we went to go see. There was a bunch of them, but we went to go see one that was basically had to do with African Americans and the struggle, and it was actually really neat. It was just like a whole bunch of things put together to show that, but in a colorful way. It was that's how it was
I would
written.
totally be
and it was
into
like,
that.
like purple and green and orange, and there was all these like street signs that were obviously taken off the street from like a hair salon that were like, you know, braids under $74. It was just neat. It was kind of cool. But that was like one room of 50. Like there were so many other things, and each little like piece of art has its own little write-up on the wall.
Yeah.
So you want to know, what the hell's the story of this? What am I looking at? You go over to the wall and you start reading this little paragraph, and I'm reading through the paragraph, Belly, and I'm just hanging with my hand on the wall.
Oh no!
Bad news.
Fail.
And she is like, she like knows art. She's like telling me about different artists and which, like, she knows what she's doing.
A white wall, and you're just like,
you fucking tourist.
Yeah, so God immediately
damn, we can't take you anywhere.
No.
I
mean, but that's the thing. I'll go anywhere. Like, I'm not a complainer, especially if I'm having fun with who I'm with. I'm having a blast with her, and so I'm enjoying seeing how much she is enjoying this. So like, it's rubbing off onto me, except I'm rubbing off onto the wall now. And this other woman comes up to me and she goes, I'm sorry, sir. I know you probably don't know this, but we try to make sure to keep everybody's hands off the wall. You know, the oils from your hands, it kind of makes... Yeah, no, I get it. Just thank you very much. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad.
You know,
I've got a lot of oils in these hands. You're right.
Can I translate? Excuse me, you fucking redneck. Could you please get your fucking grubby mitts off the wall?
You obviously
you're probably never gonna fuck this girl tonight. So
you've already got no chance.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You've already shown yourself as a tourist by what you're wearing today. Right. So could you just please exit the museum? You obviously don't go to museums often.
Right. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a guess you're not from here, guy. So yeah. Pretty much dealt with that, and then I made another faux pas. I made
two. Would you bring food?
No, I didn't have food.
Smack the shit out of him.
I didn't have
French
food.
fries while he's fucking wine. Stupid.
Oh, look at that one! Ketchup everywhere.
I can find an interpretation of art in pretty much anything. Okay, anything. I get it. There are some things in a museum that are not art. I'm sorry.
Oh, tell me you thought the fire extinguisher was like a piece of African American culture.
That would have been better than what I did.
Did
that
you sit on something you weren't supposed to sit on?
Also,
I'm sorry, sir. Could you get up? That's cost $16,000.
Right.
You sit on it, you buy it. I can't afford it. So no, I didn't do that. Do you ever go to a piece of, I mean, the last time you were at one of these, have you ever seen a piece of art that you went, come on?
Sir, I'm sorry. That's from the Underground Railroad. Can you get your fucking ass off of
No,
this,
no.
please?
No, not where I'm going, but no.
You're saying you...
Come on.
Don't tell me you out loud criticized art and then the artist is like, excuse me.
That's
oh my...
You criticized art and they were like, that's the exit sign, sir. Why don't you leave?
Potts still doesn't. Oh, that could happen. I don't think Potts understands what we're doing yet. Potts, if you go to an art museum and you look at a blank canvas with a purple dot in the middle, and it's called purple, are you good?
Yeah.
You're good. You're not making the comment.
I'm just not getting anything out of that.
Okay. And I won't say anything there.
You say, oh, interesting.
Oh, nice. I guess they ran out of ink. Okay.
Right.
However,
right. I would definitely look at it and be like, oh my God, are you serious? That's art right now? Like.
So I walk up to one of them and she's walking around like taking it in, moved by each one of these. And I actually am enjoying it. I'm finding art and I'm seeing some of the ones that are purple dot. That's fine. I can be like, oh, okay. And then I'll read the write-up. And honestly, the write-up is the art to me because you can make that purple dot interesting in the words. I'm impressed. Well done.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But when I walk up to a guitar cable, please let me get this out to the end before you break me up. It's a guitar cable plugged into the wall on the top, and then it's hanging, and the other end is plugged into the wall. And it's called a sculpture. And I just go, oh no, that's not art. And she looks at me and she's like, okay, let's do it outside. I was like, what? That's just, and she's like, just not here. And she smiles and like keeps walking. She handled it so well, but I am sorry. If you're taking a goddamn guitar cable and plugging it into the wall and then it's all tangled up clearly in a way that you didn't even do anything, you just plugged the other end into the wall too, and then you're going to call it a sculpture and it's probably worth over $1,000, I've got 50 of those in my bag. That's not art. That's not art. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
But are they plugged into the wall?
Guys, if I take a remote control from a television and I put it on a table and I call it radar, that's not art.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That's not art.
That's actually a really good point. I agree.
Like, it's a thing. It's literally an object. They didn't even paint the cable. It's not art. That is an object.
Totally agree.
I don't believe it.
I feel bad. I shouldn't have said to let me out because I feel like you guys don't feel like you can get in. Now I need you guys.
Yeah, so absolutely. It doesn't, that's not art. You're right.
Sorry, am I just a crazy guy screaming?
No, but what, so, yeah, you don't talk shit about the art in the museum.
Yeah, that was the faux pas. She's like, no, not here.
If you make jokes, you make them under your breath.
But she was so cool the way she handled it, though. How long would you last in one of these? Because 2 hours. We did 2 hours.
In a museum? It depends on what kind of stuff we're seeing, but I could last forever in a museum.
Oh, yeah, Billy.
That's a good date.
It's a good date.
It's a good date spot because there's not a lot of talking. Like
the
there's
right
a lot
museum?
Oh, yeah.
Forever. I'll live in a museum.
Brax, what just happened to you? What
he just can't believe that I would stay in a museum all day.
He's geeking out over there.
That's not where I was going with it.
Yeah, where were you going? Put that microphone up.
Belly literally just said, oh, I could last forever in a museum.
All day.
All day.
That was your first touchdown. That was good timing right there. Yeah. But you know what I also realized before we go to break, because I realized we haven't done that yet today?
Wow. Whatever that is.
Oh, that was
a helicopter.
You guys are so hot right now.
I know. Thank you, Felicity. No, what I was going to say is something I completely forgot because I'm totally off my game now. It's 36. We're going to our first break. Holy hell, we're rolling today. We'll finish up and then let's say I want to get in these games.
I want to get in the game.
Let's go to the game.
Let's go to
the game. So childhood games that you played but not necessarily like Connect 4 or Monopoly. I'm not going for board games. Belly has a good story he'll lead us off with next. I'm talking about things you make up with your friends that you can't believe you played and you think about it today. We'll do that all next on Lucdogg in the Morning.
At TTR Studios.
Have you ever wondered to yourself, man, what the fuck am I going to eat today? I got the answer for you right here, folks. It's Marinate Restaurant. You marinateyourlife.com. That's what you're going to do. You're going to go over there. You're going to get yourself some sliders, some bowls, some soups, some tacos, whatever it is, because you know on Tuesdays, those tacos are buy one, get one free. So head over to the brand new store on the corner of Western and Melrose and get yourself some goddamn tacos. Let's go, baby. MarinateYourLife.com. Head over there today for the best food you've never had.
What's up, y'all? It's Maddie Mads here. This show is sponsored by TTR Studios. Whether it's weddings, parties, karaoke, audio, video production, and all your entertainment needs, call TTR Studios, LLC at 703-850-2223 or check them out at ttrevents.com. Start the show, Luch.
I thought we got rid of this song. I thought we told you to take it out of the rotation, to take it off your soundboard. Just could you not, like, play the song? Could you not?
Luch, the 8-bit is not cool. The 8-bit is as cool as that undershirt you were wearing.
Nailed it.
I actually said because of last show, Brax needs to talk more. Brax needs to talk more. Your contributions last show. When you called me an idiot, I thought that was one of the funniest things that we've done in show history. Like, yeah, what do you mean?
Well, I guess that makes our naughty parts tingle.
You made my naughty parts tingle. Good job, Belly. All right, Potts, you're up on soundboards for the rest of the day. It's not the same. I need you on soundboards.
He wants you, Potts.
We want you.
Right.
Because of the delay, we're realizing that whenever you're here, you need to run sound, and whenever you're not here, Belly's going to hold it down in your absence.
Okay.
All right, so you're on sound for the rest of the day. Let's get into these games. Concussion was a fun one. I'll tell you about that after Belly paints a picture of Murder in the Dark.
Murder in the Dark. Brought to you by Hasbro Games. So we used to play a game, me and my friends. At my parents' house, I was the one friend with the basement with no lights on and stuff down there. We played this game where you'd basically turn off all the lights, and this was at a time when the basement was pretty simple. Only furniture down there, really. Tables, chairs, couches. No pictures hanging on the wall, really. Nothing like that. We used to basically turn off all the lights, and it was pure darkness down there. There was not seeing your hand in front of your face. That's how dark it was. And we'd set one person up as the killer, and everyone else, the like 3 to 5 to 6 to 7 of us that were not killers, would go into the main living room area, and the killer would start in the hallway on the far side. Now, to draw you a picture, my basement was basically just a big square where the rooms opened up into the side, and the hallway entrance went both ways. So you could come either way as the killer, but you didn't know which one. As long as you were a quiet killer, you could sneak up on the whole group, stand with them, and then basically just start knocking heads. Because basically that's what we did afterwards. Is when you were getting close to killing someone, some of us made up our own sounds. One of my friends was used to build the anticipation, kind of like the Jaws sound, the dun dun. But his was a beep, 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 and then you just hear someone scream. Because he definitely was close to you. If you started hearing that sound and it was getting closer and closer to you, you were the one he was about to kill.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I love because any of those dark room games, I was the weirdo who always loved them because it's like it made me like you have to use your mind's eye, and I love doing it because I'm really good at that. But my friends, they used to be like, "No, Lucio, God, no more dark game." It was just tag in the dark.
Yeah, that's basically what we used to play. But this also resulted in one of the funnier stories I ever tell. So obviously there was cause for injury in games like this because you can't see
all the time.
We had a friend whose little brother, his direct move, if say the group started in the hallway, that's a really thin space to get down. We had this friend's little brother one day. He started running and then just dropped on the ground right in front of the whole group as I knocked something off the table.
No, it was good for effect.
He dropped something he dropped in front of everyone, tripped one guy, and his arm went right through the drywall right downstairs. Well, I didn't have time to fix it. We always played this game after school or something like that before my parents would
Mom's
get home.
coming home in an hour.
Yeah. And my dad hangs down on the basement all the time. Well, here's the thing. I didn't have time to plaster this or do anything. Also, I was 12 years old at the time. I wasn't even skilled in that really yet.
Hold on, let's guess what it's going to be that he put. What does he cover it with, Brex? I'm going to go poster.
Like a blanket, maybe?
I covered it with
pots.
Pots? What do you think I covered the hole with?
Yeah, I'd say like a blanket or a sheet.
So this spot where it happened was right at the end of the hallway. My dad sits on this couch. He can see right to where it is at all times. So I covered it up. I had maybe 30 minutes left before my parents get home. I covered it up with just a white sheet of paper.
Because
it was a white
piece
wall.
Of paper?
I covered it up with a white sheet of paper.
Did you use the colorful thumbtacks?
No, I just basically scotch taped the top and scotch taped the bottom.
Dude.
Wow. So here's the funny part. My parents get home. 4 hours go by.
You could have fixed it.
I hear nothing. Well, no, I couldn't have fixed it. My dad's downstairs this whole time. They've been home for 4 hours. They've been home for 4 hours. I hear nothing about it. I'm like, all right, I got away with it. I'll fix it tomorrow. No big deal. I hear my dad yell. He says, Matt, come downstairs right now. Because he knows we play this stupid game. They know. I come downstairs and I'm walking down into the basement, and as soon as I get to towards the bottom of the stairs, I can see over. I don't even look at him. I look directly at the spot. The piece of paper, the scotch tape that was holding it at the top, let go.
It's just folded down.
It's folded down, hanging there with the hole in the wall. It basically was the epitome of me getting in trouble. It was like he was just like, "What happened here?" I was like, "Well, Paul put his arm through the wall on accident. Someone tripped him, and he kind of fell, and it kind of went in." And the funniest part was when we turned the lights on, because obviously when someone said we had a safe, we said lights anytime we needed to bring them up and someone was hurt or something like that.
When someone gets hurt.
When someone gets hurt, not if. Lights was the term. We turn on the lights and he's grabbing at his knee because he hit his knee on the baseboard. And he's grabbing at his knee, his arm's sticking in the wall, and he's like, "Oh, my knee, my knee." We turn the lights on and his arm's in the wall, and we're like, Paul, your arm is kind of in the wall, brother.
Yeah, keep thinking about your knee. It's not the arm that you want to think about. Yeah. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it was fun though.
But that's the thing you do as kids. You're bored. You don't have. We didn't have the internet.
I didn't get in too much trouble,
dude. We didn't have the internet growing up. Imagine kids now, they just go on their iPads. We had. What was our video games growing up? Super Nintendo, which was amazing to us, but we didn't. It wasn't portable.
First of all,
Potts, you grew up with Atari.
And then just the first generation Nintendo was a real big deal, playing Duck Hunt and Super Mario Brothers. Yeah,
that satisfying click of that Duck Hunt.
Does anybody remember their first video game they played? I do. Mine was Popeye. It was a Popeyes game for Nintendo.
Not Popeye's game. It was a Popeye game.
Popeye, yeah.
Like the spinach eating sailor.
Yep.
Not the fried chicken joint.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
We're just playing this game, just dishing fried chicken out.
With their super racist commercials. Hey, honey, come get my chicken.
Oh, that was no. That was a big fat no.
I keep doing that.
What is that?
It's the helicopter. It's our helicopter on the roof. You guys didn't realize I ordered one for us? Waiting to take us home. So this is concussion. We would literally just everybody line up on the side of a driveway, have a basketball or some sort of ball, and then one person tries to make it from the garage to the end of the driveway running. And everybody from the side of the driveway is just pegging balls at them, and you just can't fall down.
The gauntlet.
I mean, you would end up with a concussion. I mean, I'm telling you. I'm joking that we named it concussion, but I remember we actually called it the headache game.
That's basically concussion.
Little did we know that was actually concussions.
We played another outside game when it was dusk time and the lights would go out, similar to flashlight tag, but instead it was called Manhunt, and the person that was got a laser pointer.
Dude, I always said for my bachelor party, I want a full-on game of Manhunt.
Yeah.
That's what I would like. I don't need strip clubs. I would like to just get everybody into a field and just like capture the flag, kick the can, Manhunt.
Kick the can was brought up in the social media lounge.
Kick the can. Potts, do you know kick the can?
I don't think I ever played that.
Kick the can is the tits. Brady, Brax, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Belly?
I know what kick the can is, yes.
Tell the people.
You kick it.
That's not kick the can. It's not that
You kick the can.
It's not that I'm lazy.
It's you just kick the can.
No, kick the can. Somebody's and they're guarding a can like in a cul-de-sac, just an empty can of whatever, soda. And then everybody else somehow has to get that. They have to kick the can. But all the person that's has to do is say your name and where you are, and you're out. They don't have to tag you. It's just like, Belly, hiding behind the car. I see you. Get out of there. Get over here, buddy. And then you have to go to jail. So it's really hard because you have to distract the person, and then another person has to come out and kick the can.
Yeah, so you're distracting the person,
right?
And another person.
I don't want to leave the can because as soon as I leave the can, somebody's going to come run out, and I'm not going to see who it is if I can't name it. You know, so everybody's running with their shirts covering who they are. I have to know who it is to call them out and where they are before they kick the can. It's a phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. You're running around. You're in people's backyards. You're trying to get from here to here without ever being seen. Manhunt's phenomenal. We used to play one in my basement where it was kind of like Pickle. But we would set up 3 couch cushions just on top of each other. You take the 3 couch cushions, you pile them up, 1, 2, 3 on top of each other. And then you would run as the runner, the base runner, and you would full head first dive onto that. And then when you do that, you land your belly on that. They end up falling and you slide forward as if you were doing a head first slide. So you do that. And we had all the timing worked out. So it was always a bang, bang tag play. So one person would stay at the end where you're running from. One person would stay at the end where the base is. You set up the 3 pillows like 10 feet from the base, and you have somebody sprint at it, dive, and on the dive, the person throws the ball and tries to bang, bang tag. Just stupid shit. But man, was it a great way to pass time. And I wonder if kids do that these days because it's so easy to just hop on and just play a game.
They don't.
No, I mean, we used to come up with a lot of games outside as when we were playing things like... I'm trying to think of the games we used to play, but we used to play like Manhunt or something like that outside. It was mostly like one person searching for a group and then the group teaming up to like make an escape, or one person like making the sacrifice to get out of there. Potts, you play any games?
I mean, I think just like I remember playing like that lava game a lot where I'd be on my bed and then
Floor is Lava?
Yes,
Floor is Lava is a great game.
Belly from the social media lounge.
We used to call that midnight. We used to have parties where at we'd all discuss a time like that we were having when we were having the party that all of us would say, all right, 11:30 p.m.
Lava.
Floor is lava.
That's awesome.
But only like us in the apartment would be in on it. So we'd be having a party and all of a sudden like someone would be like, floor is lava. And like all of us would jump up on coffee tables, chairs, and walls and stuff.
Oh my God, that's too good. From the social media lounge, the only dark basement game I remember playing was in high school. I think it was called Eat the Mushrooms, Turn on the Black Light, and Paint the Walls with Laundry Detergent. It was fun. I want to hang out with them. That sounds great. No,
Floor is Lava is a great one, Potts.
Floor is Lava is good. And I think that would be a really fun way for me to do like a bachelor party, I think. Is to just do like
mushrooms and paint the walls.
And then maybe play some Manhunt too. Yeah, no, that would be good. I just really appreciate this. Everybody in the social media line.
I play wizard staffs now at parties.
Everybody's got 3D games on their cell phones now. It's true. It's true. And I watched Ready Player One again on the way out to on the plane. And I gotta tell you guys, like, I feel like we're not far from that. And basically the premise of that movie, in case you don't know, is the world is kind of overrun and overpopulated. It's really not so great in real life anymore. Like, it's kind of looking like a little bit third world country everywhere now. And so they came up with this like virtual, basically, you know, they've got treadmills that are omnidirectional. You've got suits that basically allow you to feel in the virtual world. And it's not necessarily like virtual reality. It's like you are now in a computer. You can go play, climb a mountain with Batman. You can go play basketball with Michael Jordan. Like, you can just do that. And honestly, I think that's where we're going.
I agree.
That is where we're going. But that scares me because I think you're going to lose out on playing all these games.
Pass. Virtual reality makes me dizzy. But
Belly, what if I told you you could put something on where it didn't feel like you were in virtual reality anymore and you were entering a matrix, basically? That's where we're going.
I mean, yeah.
Do you guys realize we are trying to go down? Not to lose you. Get your sound ready. No, do you realize we're going down in dimensions? We're trying to get from the third dimension to the second one. That's backwards. What? You realize that, right? You should be trying to get higher. You should not be trying to get lower. We're trying to go from a 3D world into a computer. That's backwards, folks. Yeah. But that's the evolution. I guarantee you that's where this is going. So, thank you from the Social Media Lounge, who has been very participative today, if we can. My grandpa and I both had 64 and 128-bit. I remember when bits were a thing and you were just so excited for the next doubling of bits.
Man, I remember when I was selling cameras at Target and you selling a 28 megabyte
Fujifilm,
little SD card. It's yeah, you can put at least 15 more pictures on this card.
That's unbelievable.
Oh, you've got a 7 megapixel camera? You might want the full gig. I know it costs $130, but you want to take as many pictures as possible. All right.
Unreal. Potts, what do you got for us?
Cost $100
we haven't had
Belly, that hurt to hear. Just so many botched megapixel. No, we're gonna go to the gig.
Yeah.
What? No, those are two completely separate things. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes. My photographer instinct.
Megabytes.
Copy's freaking out right now. He's like, Belly, no!
256 megabytes.
Potts, you haven't been with us for a while, and we're going to miss you. I guess, are we going to have you Wednesday?
Yeah, we should have him Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
So is there anything that we haven't got to? We've got just a few minutes left with the people. Is there anything that's been on your chest you've been dying to get off?
Yeah, I was going to talk about co-host pet peeves because you say something that annoys the living fuck out of me.
All right, we already did this.
It's going with the whole hey, I'm from Virginia, guys. You say buddy so much. It
buddy.
Is nails on a fucking chalkboard. He'll walk into a room and be like, hey, buddy. And I'm like, ugh.
I hear that every day.
All right.
It's so annoying.
Can I retort? May I retort?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're going to retort to.
Your friend walks in you literally have a friend that you refer to only as best friend. You have an Instagram account as best friend.
Hey, best friend.
Hey, best friend. And I can't say, hey, buddy.
No. You could say, hey, cousin. Hey, you could say, hey, best friend, but you cannot say, hey, buddy.
So Luch uses buddy in so many different ways because he tones it.
Yes,
tone his buddy.
Thank you.
When he's about to set you up, to tell you something that he knows you don't want to hear, he's like, "Hey, buddy," or if he's like, "Buddy," he's excited.
How about this? If I don't believe what you're saying, if I ain't buying
buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. And then if I'm just trying to be silly,
buddy.
Hey, buddy. There's a lot of
buddy.
them.
Yep. There's the high, hey, buddy. Then the hey, buddy.
There's the there's the sympathetic buddy. There's the hey, buddy.
How about the AM? Hey, buddy.
Oh, in the mornings, yeah, that's true. Walk out.
Oh yeah, before he's had his coffee, buddy.
Coffee, buddy.
It's funny. We started actually to just quick segue from that. We actually started doing touchdowns at Potts' open mic at Marinate.
Yeah,
and we told that's been good. Potts, tell the people about that.
Yeah, I mean, he looped hooked in my phone to the mixing board. Yeah, I mean, the whole setup is awesome. We did week 4. We were up to 8 comics, and I mean, it's cool. It's literally been growing each week. And we had the touchdown button set up, and people. It's funny is because he announced it before people started going up about how we're going to do it, and it kind of creates this kind of goal that people now have, and somewhat of a sense of competition as well, because comedians are very competitive.
I told him Potts wanted to hit him with the wah on a bad joke, right. And we were like, no, you can't do that to comedians because that's all about timing, and we don't want to be just dropping random stuff like in here where we know it's coming. But if you give them something to work for that no comedian has ever been upset with random applause, right? We're always fine with applause. because it's affirmation. It's saying, hey, that's funny. Good job. So if you give them a sound, yeah, we're always fine with that. But if you give them a sound that says you've earned the respect of the room, that's almost like now a new goal to work for. And it's funny because we had people literally start their sets with, all right, folks, I'm not even trying for a touchdown. If I can just get a field goal, I'll walk out of here feeling good about myself.
Right.
I mean, and then it was
no
really
shutouts.
No shutouts. And nobody got one. Nobody got one.
No.
So now it's a thing. But I think that touchdown sound is actually a really good idea from our show. It's going to be hard. Belly, that's going to be hard for you to do. Like, he's good, man.
I know he's good. He's the best in the business.
There is. We need him.
But I've become so addicted to the sounds that I need him whenever he's not here.
It feels like we're missing something without them.
Yeah, when we have to make our own touchdown sound, it's just not as good.
I feel
what
like
do
I
you
did
say? Touchdown.
Touchdown! Yeah.
No, I've got the best impression. I think. Does anybody want to try to beat me?
No.
Copying it?
I don't think so. No.
Everybody's gonna go around the room.
We know it's gonna be you.
Oh, now it's funny because you don't want to. Everybody's gonna go around the room giving their best touchdown impression. You want me to lead this off? I think I should go last because I'm telling you mine's the best.
I think yours is the best.
All right, Brax.
Touchdown.
Belly.
Touchdown! I did it. Best one. Touchdown! Touchdown! Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
That's pretty good.
But it's not as good as the sound.
I love you guys.
Good job, buddy.
Do it. Touchdown.
That means you didn't do a good job.
Touchdown.
Potts is the sound guy today. Potts is here. He's the sound guy.
You earned it. Well done, Potts. Get us out of here, dude.
That's all I got. I guess I'll see you guys next week. Have a good
Hey, you better.
weekend.
You know we got a special guest next Wednesday coming on
I will
live.
be here for fucking Hot Mess. I will absolutely be here for Hot Mess. Can't wait. Have a good one, guys. You can kindly go fuck yourselves.
Matty Potts from the Santa Monica Newsroom. Nicely done. Brax, good job today. What do you got for the people, dude?
Just keep finding that G-spot and be safe out there, folks.
Belly Matt LaBelle running the show from the producer's chair as always. Co-host extraordinaire. What's up, man? What do you got left for the people?
It's been a great day as always. Don't forget to tune in on Tuesday for the Voice of One Wheel. And next Wednesday, we have a very special guest, former co-host of this show, Sexy Hot Mess Kim, coming in live. Or at least she said she was going to, so we better see her.
Oh, we'll see her in Studio A. Hot Mess Kim has a rap named after her from a show that we created. There's no Lucdogg hot dogs, but there's a Hot Mess rap apparently. We will have her in the studio to defend herself. She is the best. You guys do not want to miss it. If you want to have some fun, make sure you're here on Wednesday next week and, of course, Tuesday for the Voice of One Wheel. For everybody here at TTR Studios, we are out of here. Peace.